Hi, welcome to the channel. Today we are starting sweet potato slips. Now if you want to grow sweet potatoes, the basic idea is you need to create these slips which will later be transplanted into the garden. Unlike regular potatoes, you can't just throw this directly into the garden. You've got to start them indoors. Now, I'm in Texas Zone 8B. It is April, almost end of April. I probably should have started these a few weeks ago, but better late than never. Before you get started, the equipment you need some sweet potatoes. These I bought at H-E-B, local grocery store. Obviously, way to cut them. Your classic mason jar, and some toothpicks, and obviously water. Now, my water here has a huge amount of chlorine in it, so what I've done to avoid directly dumping these potatoes in chlorinated water is I've let this water in 3 of these jars just sit out for a while and the chlorine will come off. On these 3 jars in the back, I forgot to do that, so we're actually just going to put recently boiled water in there that shouldn't have chlorine in it. And there's some ice in there to cool it off. Now, there's a certain way you have to do this. One end of the sweet potato will have the roots come out, the other end has the little slips come out. You can, not sure you can see it, they're starting on this end, just sitting here. Now, you want these to all go into the jars the same way, so the same ends up, whether it's the blunt end or the pointy end. This one's more obvious. Pointy end, blunt end. On the other hand, everybody seems to have a different opinion about which end should be down and which end should be up. So, I'm going to just cut them in half and put all of these in there. Some of them blunt end up, some of them blunt end down. And if you subscribe to my channel in a few weeks, you'll find out which version works. Let's get cutting. You can also put these in dirt, and they supposedly will form slips that way. I tried that. I ended up with bugs eating my sweet potato, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, now we are cut in half. Get our toothpicks. We want this low enough in the water. Oh, those are so hot. Put those through a little. We want this deep enough in the water. It's about half submerged. I am going to want to dump some of that water out. 3 toothpicks in each of these. Put it about halfway. Got a 120-degree angle between each toothpick. And we have potato and water. Okay. Continuing on. I'm glad I can edit that out. And we're going to put these all in the window. I'm putting the sweet potatoes in over the sink so the extra water can just dump out there. I don't make too much of a mess. And we're just going to leave those out there in the window so they can get some sunlight. And once they start producing green leaves, they can do the whole photosynthesis thing. And as I said, if you want to know which end of the sweet potato should be up and which end should be down, subscribe and come back in a few weeks, you'll find out. So will I. It'll be interesting to see. I bet both ends work.